The man from Baltimore, the host of Stay in Your Lane. Let's bring on Olympic gold medalist Bernard Williams. Bernard, how was your weekend, man?
Man, it was fantastic.
Good to hear. Have you gone to see the new Star Wars yet?
No, I haven't. Can I give you my impression of a Black Widow?
Yes.
He didn't leave me anything.
That is too great.
That's good shit. That's
All
good,
right,
man.
So I'm saying that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has jumped the shark. They've jumped the shark because now we're kind of like, we've done movies for all the good ones. We've done movies for Iron Man. We've done movies for Spider-Man. We've done movies for Thor. Even the Aquaman movie was kind of cool, even though I thought that would be a bit of a stretch, but the guy pulled it off. But you lost me at Ant-Man. That's just like way too obscure a comic book and way too minimal of a character, not to just speak of his diminutive ant size. But now we got a movie for Black Widow. Like, what's next? The movie for the coffee guy?
Dude, if you're going to do a movie Ant-Man, how do you not do a movie Black Widow?
Well,
hold on now. Ant-Man was hilarious. And plus, he actually helped in the end game by being there. You know what I mean?
True. But I'm not looking for a Marvel movie to be hilarious.
Now, what got me disappointed was, what was her name? Captain
Marvel? Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they said it in the movie, like, where did you come from?
Like, she's gone for most of the movie.
They just wrote me in. Yeah, like, she just came out of nowhere, you know.
Yeah, she's in, like, got a bit part in Endgame, and now she gets her own movie.
She's in the beginning. She goes and is like, oh, I got to go, bye. She goes off in the world, and then she comes back for the final battle, like the guy from LSU just saying, hey, guys, look at me, I'm here.
So who needs a movie? Does Hawkeye need a movie? The Archer guy?
He's getting his own TV show.
He's getting a TV show. Okay. But we've already got Archer, right?
Green Arrow.
That's
Green
DC.
Arrow.
Okay.
Different.
So Black Widow. So Black Widow is getting a new movie. Okay.
They're releasing the 2-minute trailer of this during the national title game, so you have to watch the national title game. Which the good news is that way I know I'm ensured that Colin will watch, because this has been a bit of an issue. We've gotten him to watch the semifinal game. However, there have been some scheduling conflicts in getting Colin to watch game. He went to an air show. He went to go see the new Star Wars movie. He had a tea party with his mom.
Nice.
You know, it's been a number of things.
Hey, Bernard, I got a question for you, man, about changing lanes here. No pun intended.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Do you when you're on the road, or when did you start doing comedy, and would you test it like on your fellow track athletes on the road, you know, down in the hotel lobby, or you know what I'm saying? Did you guys ever come up with a comedy show, or how'd you get started?
Well, I started while going. I was living in Los Angeles in Hollywood, and I started going to the comedy shows, and they had an open mic, and I always loved watching comedy. And then, you know, one of my friends said, why don't you get up and tell some jokes? So, you know, I told some jokes, and it wasn't funny, and I hurried up and got off stage.
Yeah.
And then I went, but then I couldn't just leave like that. I was like, man, I got to plan some material, because I froze. It wasn't that I wasn't funny. I just didn't know what to say, and just didn't have a setup or punchline, didn't do my homework. So when I went back the second time at this club called the Comedy Union, there used to be Mixed Nuts off of La Brea, like right up the street from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I made some people laugh, and that's when I kept doing it. But you're right. I would try to tell jokes and act funny, and people wouldn't laugh, like to some of my teammates and things. But whenever I would let things happen natural, and people say that's funny, then I would take that and then do it on stage.
I wasn't going to call you out with this, but that's the thing I remember most about you from the Gainesville Comedy Showcase from the early days in Gainesville back then, when we were with Chris Cope and J.C. Carias and Jamie Morgan and those guys. And I'll be honest with you, Bernard, as you were honing your craft, there were two modes to you. And it was the early mode and the late mode. If you were on in the early part of the set, you tended to stick to your plan more. And because it was a thought-out plan, it was funny, but it wasn't drop you to your knees rolling on the floor funny. If we let you get to the end of the night and let you get thinking about it, and guys go on and you're closer towards the headliner portion of the show, you would throw that script out the window and would just get up on stage and rip it, and that was when you were at your best.
Oh, you know why? Because most of the comedians have said everything that I wanted to talk about.
They already
the
hit your
same type
topics.
of set that I would have in the beginning would be kind of hard to do at the end when everybody else has talked about those things.
So it's like, I can't do this joke because he just did that joke, and I can't do this one. I can't do this one. I got nothing left, but I got to get up there. And you just let it rip.
Yeah.
And that truly was when you're at your best. Bernard, appreciate you being a part of the show. Colin, real quick, beast of the day.
Drew Brees finished the season with a 74.3% completion percentage, which ranked second in NFL history.
For Robbie, Colin, and Hemo, and Cup of Joe, we'll be back tomorrow.